Hey everyone, my name is Gary White. I'm an executive director with the John Maxwell team. I'm the founder and owner of High Definition Coaching. It's my privilege to bring to you this next episode in your 10-minute business coach. I do these because I have a passion not only for your success, but to be able to speak into your life in a short, concise way with material that you can take and utilize immediately. So today, with the COVID-19 challenges upon our businesses, what a great time to take this pause and do a SWOT analysis. And I'm just going to go through that briefly today. I'll also provide to you a worksheet. If you'll just email me, there'll be a slide at the very end where you can email me, and I'm going to get us started and get my screen shared for you, and we'll get things rolling. Here we go. Okay, SWOT analysis. We all know what a SWOT analysis is. It's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Let's look at the strengths right now. Here are some things that you can think into for yourself. Okay, so what is it that you can do? These are strengths. The ideas that you have. Maybe you're an idea person. Maybe you're a tactical person. Think about what you do well, the area of value that you bring most into your company. Maybe you've got those that sales conversations are really their strengths, okay? And so ask yourself what you can do well. The next thing you want to look at is the contacts that you have, the influence that you have, and these are some people, contacts that you could reach out to and seek to raise your value to them in some way. This is where you begin to get creative, and what better time does creativity come out than whenever you're facing a challenge. The other things that you're going to look at is the content that you have. Now, when I say content, that's just a generalized term. Really, what I mean is, what is your value proposition? What is it that you bring to the table? What is it that you bring to the table that could be of value to someone else? Now, the strategic alliances that you have, your inner circle. So who do you have? Who do you have? In other words, I like to say, who needs to be involved? What opportunities do I have? What opportunities can I create? I like to say, and who needs to be involved? Because we all know that we don't get to that next level by ourselves. We do it with others. Okay, so now let's talk about weaknesses. Give you some insights here on weaknesses. This is basically things that you do not do. You can't do it all. Maybe you're just not any good at it. Maybe it's just something that you're not doing or resources you don't have. But I'd like to look at it from this angle. It's really an unacquired skill. What are those things that are just an unacquired skill? Maybe actions that haven't been taken yet. Alliances. When you think about resources you don't have, I want you to think about it this way. That's just alliances that you don't have, because if there's something of value that you could offer to your customers that you don't have the ability, it falls within your weakness. Seek those alliances where you can help your customer get to their yes. Just because it's a weakness doesn't mean that you can't exploit the opportunity in that, but you do need to write it down. You do need to know what those weaknesses are, because then you can look at it from a leader's perspective and see how you can create opportunity in that. Okay, next let's talk about opportunities. Okay, so in the opportunities, the people, the organizations that you know, these are networks. Now, right now during COVID-19, it can be difficult for the networking. But I know there are a lot of chambers. One in particular is the Panama City Beach Chamber. They're doing what's called an idea camp, and they put this on every week, and it's an opportunity for those to get on their Facebook Live. They have a special guest speaker. I will be on there this week. They have a special guest speaker that talks about things that they bring to the table, and how that everyone listening can up the ante just a little bit in there. And so that's some very valuable parts about networks. Okay, those are some opportunities that you have, and you can create those. What they likely need. So what services can you offer them within this network that you're able to establish? and who they know. What are the referrals? Through your network of customers, through the network of people that you have influence with, through the network of people that you bring value, that have found value in the service that you bring, who could they refer you to? Is this part of your business model where you're regularly asking for referrals? And then what can you create? How can you get innovative? I love this one right here, because Milton Berle said, if opportunity doesn't knock, then build a door. And I love that. What can you create? What are the opportunities? What's the innovation? And repurpose programs. In other words, what you have that's available right now, how can it be repurposed to where it has multiple applications? Is there a way? Have you sat and thought about how it could be repurposed and have multiple applications? And now you have the ability to raise your value to an even greater customer base. Okay, so let's talk about threats. Now, this is very simple. This one is the most simple of all of them. It is just what is beyond your immediate control. I want you to know that's the only threat to your business, is just what's beyond your immediate control. And this is nothing more than conditions and circumstances. You can't control conditions and circumstances, but you can control everything else. So I just want you to know the threats are only those things out of your control. Your weaknesses are not a threat. Your weaknesses are an opportunity to align yourself with someone else who has a strength in that area. What a great opportunity, okay? And so I will give you this worksheet. If you will email me at gary@highdefinitioncoaching.com, gary@highdefinitioncoaching.com, I will send this worksheet to you. This is something you can sit down with your team, go through some of these questions, write down your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and then most of all, take action on them. Listen, you can catch me on the Elevate podcast. I'm on Apple, I'm on Spotify. You're going to get some really good teaching on that. I bring something every week on that as well. And it has been my pleasure to be with you once again on this 10-minute business coaching. I will see you in the next segment. Take care, everyone.